Welcome back.
Let's rock and roll.
Let's rock and roll. So, can anybody guess what the episode's about today?
Michael Jackson,
Michael Jackson, bro. Come on, man. Michael Jackson.
Chance the
If you're
Rapper.
okay, listen, bro. I don't want to get into about rap because I know if I do say something about him,
Will get canceled.
yeah, we'll definitely get canceled. Anyways, long story short, it's the 1 year anniversary of the Raptors championship.
Yep, 1 year anniversary.
Is that insane, bro?
Insane. It
Oh,
feels like it was yesterday.
bro, it still seems unreal to me till this day that they won.
Yeah, it doesn't seem real at all. It's
Hell no,
crazy.
bro. So I'm
And the
like,
thing is, the fact that the world stopped right after, it only makes it more surreal.
bro, I actually remember when I remember like summer before Kawhi had got traded to the Raptors, and they were talking about like, oh, where should Kawhi get traded, stuff like that, because he obviously asked for a trade. And then I remember I had a feeling like, yo, this guy's coming to Toronto, but then I remember like no one believed it. Like, what are the odds of like them trading DeMar DeRozan, which obviously hurt a lot of Toronto Raptors fans.
Of course, I was hurt by it also. I was shocked.
Wait, well,
Completely shocked.
to everyone that doesn't know, Mohammed has been a diehard Raptors fan, so this victory means a lot.
It means a lot, man. It means a lot. And yeah, DeMar was the one superstar that I could think of in a long time that was very loyal to the city, right? Like him and Damian Lillard from Portland Trailblazers, like they loved their respective city, and he decided to stay. And he's like, "No, I'm Toronto Raptors all day." And when he got traded, obviously the trade on paper works, but if you're a Toronto fan, emotionally you're hurt. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
bro, Debo, Debo's gone. It's like, man, like, all right, it's all good. And then Kawhi comes in, and still, I know Kawhi's a nice player. He's nice, arguably top three, but still, it's like, bro, Debo was Toronto, right? And
Yes.
he's the reason why we're who we are right now, as far as the playoff
Yeah.
success and all that stuff. Like that transition from being a bad playoff team, actually, not my bad, non-existent playoff team since the Chris
LeBronto.
Bosh era to the Kyle Lowry and DeMar DeRozan era, it was beautiful. And when he was gone, he was gone. And when Kawhi came in, to me, I didn't care. I was like, I don't really care about this guy. But obviously, that press conference, that first day press conference, when he did that laugh,
Yeah.
that's when I was like, okay, this is funny. But still, I didn't watch the first few games or anything because I was just like,
Really?
actually, no, we did watch the first game at what's it
We
called?
went to
St. Louis.
St. Louis. St. Louis.
St. Louis with Nick.
Yeah.
We went to the first game. We watched the first game. Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah, we watched the first game. It was nice and everything, but still, we're like, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. That's it, right?
It's
We'll
because
see.
the yeah, I remember that's the first time people were talking about the potential of actually entering the finals because the addition of Kawhi
Of course.
definitely, and like obviously in the beginning it's Kawhi and Danny Green obviously who was on the team.
Oh yeah, Danny Green. Yeah, shout out to Danny Green.
Yeah.
Amazing
If you
podcast, by the way.
amazing the green room, right? And
Yeah, I only
when
watch
they
it when he's in Toronto.
yeah, I don't watch it no more because
Yeah.
I love Toronto, bro. This guy snaked us. But I was gonna say, yeah, when they both came in, we're like, okay, so interesting chemistry. We'll see how this plays out. And then obviously you have the addition of Marc Gasol,
Yep. Yep. Yep.
and
And yeah, the team just became very, very, very good as far as teamwork, chemistry, and obviously Kawhi, man. Kawhi is just a beast. And it was his first season back, first full season, and his
yeah,
style evolved. You can see him getting to his spots early. You can see him just being more comfortable with that mid-range shot. Like nothing was going to stop him. Doesn't matter if it was a double team. It doesn't matter if it was a good defender. Like Kawhi was in a zone. Like we talk about getting into the zone as far as just being like mentally synced with what you need to do. Kawhi exemplified what the zone is throughout that whole season and also in the playoffs. But in that season, he was evolving and he was figuring out his
yeah,
game. I love what he says.
oh
He
yeah.
says that the regular season, all 82 games, is just practice to him. I love
He
that.
said that. That's
Yes,
insane. That's a mindset that like a lot of people do not have.
82 games. The regular season is practice for Kawhi Leonard. The real season
Holy
starts
bro.
when the first day of the playoffs begins. When the ball goes up, that's when that's what you're playing for that
You
championship.
know,
Everything else doesn't matter.
damn, bro. You know, it's actually. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
with the addition of when the team fully got like midway through the season, I think it was like what February when they had everybody like Marcus Gasol and like Kawhi. Well, actually, Kawhi didn't really come early, but like I think it's around February time or January time. Was it or December time when
Yeah, when we
Marcus
got
Gasol
Mark, it was like yeah, January, February, around the trade deadline.
yeah. So let me ask you a question. Did you really think that they had a good chance of going to the finals? Personally speaking.
I always said this. I know someone said this too. Uh, for me, because the thing is, the question was, Kawhi signed a 1 year deal. What will it take for him to stay?
Yeah.
And I said, unless the Raptors goes to the finals, he's leaving.
Yeah.
They have to go to
Yeah.
the finals. The reason why, Kawhi obviously wants to go back home to LA. So
Hmm.
the Raptors, because to stay in Toronto, it takes a lot, obviously. Because the reason why a lot of players don't want to come to Toronto is number one, you're playing in Canada. So not only are you paying in US taxes, you're also paying Queen Elizabeth too. So you're paying double. So you're paying a
Yeah.
lot for taxes and also the environment. A lot of people are from the States. They're used to warm weather, they're used to the hot, nice cold weather, and they're used to a certain kind of food, culture, and everything. To be in Canada is totally different. A lot of players
Yep.
still like the Canadian culture, but that winter, if you've never faced winter before, to face a winter, and especially the one that we had last year, because remember, we are all praying, like, bro, do not give us a
Yeah.
bad winter because Kawhi's here, right? We had the worst winter ever.
Bro, and and they came from San Antonio, so they
Yeah,
were
they came
used to
from
like
San
summer,
Antonio. There's
summer.
no snow at all. It's
They
just
were
summer
like,
all the time.
yeah, which is but honestly speaking, like now that he is gone, you can't fault him for going back home.
No, you can't. So that's the thing. We were saying, like, unless the Raptors reach the finals, that will give him the choice and obviously the ideal to stay. Because if you went to the
Yeah.
finals with the team, you're gonna
Oh yeah.
stay. Because no one's done that in
Yeah,
history.
yeah.
We'll get to that
Exactly.
later. As time went along, they got better. I went to only one Raptors game during that season. My
Yeah,
brother took
same.
me for free. Shout out to Bell. It was in December. They played Denver Nuggets, and we lost. I think Kawhi missed. He missed the game winner. So that was an amazing game. But yeah,
Yeah.
as the you went to games, right?
I went to the one game, but he wasn't playing, bro. I think it was against Indiana Pacers. Victor Oladipo was injured, but like that was so it was a bummer all around, bro. And then Kawhi Leonard because he was on what is it
Load
called again?
management. Load
Load management.
management.
So this guy was sitting down. I'm like, put it, bro. Like like it's like imagine going to see the Lakers play, but LeBron's not playing. It's
Yeah,
not the Lakers.
I'd be pissed.
I'd be cheesed, but I'm like, give me my money back.
Yeah, because he paid so much money, right? So it makes sense. And yeah,
Yeah,
with
but
load management in season, Kawhi's not playing every game. So you realize that he's rehabbing, obviously, because the injury that he had was real. And the way he is, his personality, the way he plays, is okay, let him take his time, obviously, and we should be ready. So after the All-Star break, we'll start rolling. We're getting better. We're really, really good. And then obviously the playoffs hits. Now, game one, round one, Toronto Raptors versus Orlando Magic.
yes.
If you know the Toronto Raptors, then you know our very sad history with game ones. We have never won a game one in round one. We have, but it's been a long time. And mind you, I was at work that day, so I wasn't worried because I'm like, oh, it's Orlando Magic. We got Kawhi, we got Kyle Lowry, Ibaka, Marcus Gasol. Like, we're the best team, bro.
Yeah.
When I tell you that, actually, no, it was Ramadan.
I think it was
No, it
Ramadan
wasn't
actually.
Ramadan. So yeah, we went to go pray. Thought away at Dar. So when we came out, when we finished prayers, when I oh my, what no, what happened was yeah. So we were praying, right? So when we finished, Abbasi looked at me, gave me his phone, and shocked. I'm like, what happened? He's like, bro, we lost. I'm like, how the heck do we lose game one? And he's like, bro, look who we lost to. I'm like, who? DJ Augustine. DJ Augustine
Oh,
turned into LeBron James, gave us like what 25 points, 26 points. And for some weird reason, the Toronto Raptors with Kawhi Leonard couldn't stop DJ Augustine. And I was so freaking pissed. I'm like, bro, what does it
you're like
have to take to
over.
win? I'm like, Kawhi's gone. And you know what's funny, Osama? That game,
Yeah,
if you remember, DJ Augustine hit like the game-winning shot at the end over Kyle Lowry,
I
and he's
remember.
celebrating,
I remember
right?
that. Yeah.
Guess what I'm gonna link that to? Because remember, Raptors won 4 straight in a row right after. So when I saw the
Hmm.
highlights, I knew that Kawhi was pissed. I knew that Raptors were gonna like win like more games. I didn't know they're gonna win 4 straight, but do you remember what happened? Remember the last dance? BJ Armstrong, game one,
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
he hit that last shot and he started celebrating on the bench. DJ Augustine did the exact same thing. And Kawhi's like,
Oh.
okay, I'm going to get your ass. So that's pretty funny.
Well, because I honestly, when they went 4 straight, I thought like when one, it could have went to game 6, but they went 4 in a row.
Yeah, so that's when the Raptors weren't playing. I knew the Raptors weren't playing.
Yeah, exactly, 100%. Like they must have thought, like they must have. I don't think they took them seriously because they knew their team was strong, and Orlando must have realized that, and then like, okay, bro, we gotta kill it.
And the thing is, if you're a player on the Toronto Raptors, your main goal is to play your ass off to make Kawhi stay. So therefore, when you
Yeah,
lost something like game 1, it is so embarrassing, especially at this point. So it's like it creates all the
in
stigma.
his career.
And once again, that voice of concern, the criticism raises up again. And it's like, bro, what are the Raptors and who are they? They can't get anything done. If even they have LeBron James, Michael Jordan, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Magic Johnson, Kobe Bryant on the same team, and Shaq, they'll still lose game 1. So it's like it doesn't matter about who's on the team. It's all about that jersey. And once people say things like that, that's when you wake up. And I think that's when the Toronto Raptors woke up and it's like, yo, bro, we got to take care of this. Not for our team, but for our city and the country, right? So that's when they woke
100%. Up. Yeah, and then we go to game 2. By the way, which was one of my probably the favorite series throughout that whole that's what defined them.
Yeah, game 2.
That game 7 series against the 76ers.
Oh, you're talking about the next round.
Yeah. Oh, we're still talking about the
first
round?
Go to the next round. Go to the next round.
Let's go to the next round.
So round 2 against the 76ers. Crazy round. Crazy. Just like Vince Carter and AI in 01. The exact same thing. Back and forth. It was insane. Like certain games we could have won. I think it was game 2 we could have won, but we messed up so hard at the end because Jimmy Butler just went off in like the last minute or two. It was a beautiful series. It was so hard. Bro, I just remember, you know what pissed me off from the Sixers? Everyone was good, but freaking JJ Redick, man. This guy,
he's killing it, bro.
He's old. He's 35 years old, and no one could stop him. This guy was making threes, killing us.
Like no tomorrow, bro.
Remember what I said? I'm like, bro, all I need to do is just take a hammer and hit him in the knee, bro. This guy is just going off. No one can stop him.
I remember it was like, because this is all around, I think game 1, is round 1, 2, and 3 were all around Ramadan time.
Yeah, Ramadan, yeah.
I would just be watching, like, I would be scared, bro, because I'm like, everyone was saying, by the way, the media had no hope in the Raptors. They're like,
never.
All right, bro, round 2,
Sixers.
Game 5, Sixers are winners. I'm like, bro, come on, bro, have some hope. We have a strong team, bro. We have a strong team. And I remember, bro, just like my heart, like I was like on like just watching, my eyes were glued to round 2. I was like, there's no way. Like if we beat 76ers, and I'm like, we're going all the way. There's no way Kawhi is gonna win round 2 and then lose.
Yeah. And obviously, like the series was incredible, but then we get to game 7. Game 7, Air Canada Center. We know what's at stake. We know it's gonna be a very tough game, and boy, was it a tough game. It was insane.
Woo!
On edge.
Yeah.
Thank God I was home that game with my parents. So it was just me and my parents. I think it was a Sunday night, right? So everyone's at home.
All at home. We're waiting just to go to like
prayer, right before we went to prayer. So everyone's at home.
Celebration.
And the funny thing is, we actually got to prayers late because of that game. Yeah, we got there late. Everyone got there late. Because, bro, you know what's funny? During that last minute before the shot, that's when it was time to leave. And my dad's like, let's go. I'm like, Dad, we look at him like, bro, this is not the time to leave. This might be a Canadian heritage moment. You do not leave. Trust me, we'll get to the mosque. Don't worry. I'll make sure we get there, bro. Salah will be there. We'll be there on time. But right now, we cannot leave.
Salah will be there.
During this minutes, we cannot leave. He was trying to go like 5 minutes before the game ended.
Hell no, bro. I remember that's different. I remember it was like, oh my, bro. I remember like my dad wanted to leave too, and I'm like, nah, we're waiting. My eyes are bro, this is like maybe, and now we got to like it was 90, it was 99, it was tied. So then I'm like, oh my God, bro. Raptors have the ball, they're inbounding it. Yo, when Kawhi shot the ball, I was like, please go in. I see it bouncing. It goes in, bro. I screamed, bro. I was like, oh my God. I went insane.
I knew it was going in. But obviously,
I remember you said that.
It's bouncing. Like you, man. When that ball went in, I don't know who you are, but if you live in Canada, if you are a Toronto Raptors fan, whether you're a diehard or not a diehard fan, in that moment, if you're in Toronto, if you're in Canada at that moment, you were screaming for your life with whoever was with you in that room when that moment happened.
Oh my god, bro, it was insane,
I don't care
bro.
you're on
Let
your
me tell
deathbed,
you.
bro. If you're watching that game from your deathbed, you were screaming until your time was gone, bro. You're on edge.
Bro,
If you're a
I
baby
remember
that was
summer.
just born,
Yeah,
I
yo.
don't care how old were you. I
You're
don't care if
crying,
you're
bro. You're
crying your
crying in
eyes
tears.
out, bro. It's like, bro, I don't care about the umbilical cord, bro. I'm watching this, bro.
Like, bro, I remember actually. Tell me if I'm wrong. This this season was so anticipated because a lot of basketball fans. I don't want to say they lost hope. It's just like now that Kawhi's here, people would leave their prayers to go watch on their
Yeah, yeah,
phone
yeah, yeah.
because they want to keep up. Even bro, even like Shakes knew they're like, all right, bro, like we're losing some people here because of the Raptors. They're about to get a TV. And it's like, okay, guys, if we get a TV, like, are you guys gonna be good? Because people were like, people would leave, see the score, and come back and just go pray if it was like during prayers time. And I was one of them. I'm not gonna lie. I would go on my phone. I'm like, it's tied. And then you want to go back and see if anything because in basketball anything can happen in a minute.
Yeah, I remember. It's freaking crazy. And
Yeah,
when we got to the mosque, we're like, bro, this is real. Like this actually happened. Like this actually happened.
bro. And yeah, bro. I remember we were all hyped up, and I actually said like before we get to round three, I remember I said they're gonna win. They're gonna beat Milwaukee. I think they won in game
Yeah,
six.
one game six.
So, yeah, I remember I said, bro, they're winning in game six. They're like, nah. I remember like a lot of people were like, nah, bro, like, they're losing to Milwaukee. I remember like Sohi was one of the guys like, yeah, they're losing. Like, nah, bro, they were winning. But that day when we came after game seven and 76ers, whole celebration, bro. Everyone was like hugging, celebrating. They were dapping each other up. This is a W for
It was
Toronto.
beautiful, man. And yeah, for game Milwaukee, we knew it was gonna be tough because obviously the Greek freak is the Greek freak, but we weren't worried, bro. Like, let's do this.
Giannis,
And game
Antetokounmpo.
one, bro, we were on fire in
Oh, we
game
got
one. Like we knew we lost game ones before, but game one, Toronto in Milwaukee, we played so hard, and the refs screwed us over. I'm gonna say it again. If you know,
Oh yeah,
you
they were
know. The
screwed over.
refs, the NBA did not want us to win, bro. The refs kept screwing us over throughout the whole series, but game one, the
Bro.
calls that they were making was so bogus and outrageous. It was so insulting, bro. And when we
Oh yeah,
lost,
100%.
we knew it was gonna be impossible to win game two, obviously, right? And when we lost game two, it's like, bro, we're down 2-0. We're down 0-2, but still, there's hope. There's hope.
Yeah, and we down 2 games. They did the same thing they did in round one and it's won 4 in a row. Bro, like there's
Didn't
a
expect that.
video that bro, honestly in my head I'm like if Raptors when I said game 6, sometimes it's just like I said game 6. I'm like if you go to game 7 it can go either way
Yeah,
against Milwaukee. And Milwaukee on paper is a stronger team.
yeah, they were. Yeah, yeah. On paper, yeah, they matched up well with
They're a
Toronto,
stronger
right? Just
team.
like the Sixers, and we weren't
Yeah.
expecting that at all. No one was expecting that, right? So when we won four
Bro.
in a row, bro, take this in, Osama. Game 6, where were you in game 6 when we beat Milwaukee?
We're in the mosque.
It was it's on a Saturday.
I was in the
It was on a
mosque.
Saturday. I remember Saturdays I used to go to Hamilton for the Ghanaian community because we used to do the
Yeah.
prayers. Now, usually
Yeah.
at the mosque you pray and then you go home, right? But the one in Hamilton, I have to not only do like people pray and leave, I have to clean up everything and like put all the chairs back and all that stuff. So, bro, while my cousins are watching the game, I'm like I'm cleaning up the whole like storage, and it was so annoying because like the game was so close, and I was like, yeah, and I'm like, bro, and I want to watch the game so bad, but I couldn't. Right, because I have to clean everything up. I
Yeah.
was only able to watch the last minute when we realized that we're
Bro,
about to go to the
that's
NBA
the
Finals. And guess what I did? I took out my phone,
what?
went to like a streaming platform, and when I was watching it with my uncles, my aunts, my parents, like I was the only young person in the room, but all of us just watching it and realizing that we're about to go to the NBA Finals, it was the best feeling ever because I wasn't watching the
Bro.
whole game, so I was kind of annoyed by that. But that last minute
Yeah.
alone, just realizing that we're about to go to the NBA Finals and seeing on Kyle Lowry's face when
Yeah,
Kyle Lowry's
bro.
just like looking up and he's like, he has both of his
Oh,
hands like swing back and forth, is like, bro, this is real. Like, and we all know, like, if once again, if you are a Raptors fan, whether diehard or not a diehard, if you're in Canada, you knew that when it was time when we won and we were going to the NBA Finals, it felt like we won the championship. Remember the celebration? Like everyone went crazy. It's like,
oh
bro,
man.
if we don't win,
Bro,
it's like we won already.
Bro, I remember that day. I remember the fact that because we went to the conference finals
Yeah,
twice. 2016 when we lost, and I remember I was like talking about that series. I'm like, yo, people thought we're losing game 4. I'm like, no, we're losing game 6 because like Raptors aren't gonna like make them lose. I remember like 3 years after, bro, 2019 conference finals. I'm like, we have one more chance to prove to these haters because no one wanted us to win, bro. No one wanted the Raptors to win. Each time we won, oh, it's a
yeah,
fluke.
yeah.
Oh, it's a fluke. We beat Milwaukee, bro. I go nuts and crazy. I'm like, yes. Because I'm like, bro, like for the past 3, 4, 5 years, I've been watching. Like, I got into basketball heavy. I'm like, come on, bro. Like, as a Toronto fan, you're getting heated. And that was the first time since 1993 since a team has went to the finals. And not like, mind you, I thought we haven't even won yet. But for the Raptors fans, going to the finals, you
We
won.
won.
Like, you
We
won.
won. It was such an incredible feeling. And obviously, we get to the NBA Finals, and we're facing Golden State
Golden
Warriors.
State, we, bro, let me tell you, thank God Kevin
Oh
Durant
yeah,
was not
yeah,
playing,
yeah.
first of all. Because that would have been 4 games won by
Insane.
lump.
And the thing is, it was crazy because as the series went along, and we realized that, bro, we're really good. Like we can actually win this in 4 games
Yeah,
or 5 games. Like we knew, we're really good. If we go to Game 6, they're just lucky. And
yeah.
yeah, guess what? Game 5, Lowry missed a shot. We didn't win in Toronto like we wanted to,
Oh,
but we
yeah.
knew we'd win Game 6. We just knew.
Oh, 100%. I remember we were talking. Actually, I remember we were talking about. Like, we came back from a mobile soccer game, and it was me, you, Nathan, Daniel. We were all talking about like I think this is just the beginning of the series of Golden State versus Toronto. We were all like talking about it. I remember I was saying, guys, Toronto needs to. We were all agreed Toronto has to win in Game 6 against a championship team. You're not going to win in Game 7 because they're going to do anything in their power. And mind you, the refs were still screwing over we're still screwing over
Yeah,
Toronto in the finals, bro. Like the refs had a vendetta against Toronto. I don't know what the hell it was, but it's like they got paid not
the
to make Toronto
NBA did
win.
not want Toronto to win at all. They didn't want them to win
Yeah,
at
and when
all.
we were, bro, where were you when Toronto Game 6 won? What
Oh no,
who
my
was
bad.
calling, bro?
And the moment that we won, the moment that we won, I was I was at the what's that place called? It's in Burlington. Because the thing is, people were talking about should we go to Toronto to watch the game and everything. I'm like, there's no way I'm going to Toronto because if
Oh
we
hell
win,
no, bro.
you're not
Hell
coming
no.
home, and who knows if something
You're
pops
gonna get
off,
jumped.
you're on your own, bro. So we went to it's a bar in Burlington. I forgot the name of the bar, but it's a nice bar, a lot of food and everything, right? So we went there, me and the guys, and when
Yeah.
we went there, bro, the moment that just throughout the whole game, it was an incredible game, I'll say, right? Larry came out shooting a lot of buckets. He was on fire. But remember, Clay first
The
quarter
first
killed it.
quarter he killed
But
it.
remember, Clay Thompson started going off in like the third quarter until he got injured, right? So it was like a really close
Yeah.
game, and it was one of those things. But bro, that last minute, once again, when we realized that we're about to win the championship, bro, that last 2 minutes,
Bro,
everyone,
it's crazy.
we're all singing,
It was
"We are the champions." Oh, Canada! Like it was
but yo,
crazy.
remember what happened though? First of all, Danny Green almost causes the
Oh
game.
yeah,
You
yeah.
remember you
Danny
were like,
Green,
no.
bro. That moment, oh my, bro. Every person was in Danny Green.
You're like, yo. And then I remember Steph went to take the three. He missed, and then they're trying to get the ball, and then Draymond Green retrieves it and then calls a timeout. Technical, we know
Oh
we won, bro.
man,
We knew we won. At that point,
bro.
crazy's going on because at that point we were,
When we
oh my
that
god,
last
bro.
minute
I
and
like,
finally when the time ended and we became champions, it was such a feeling. It was a beautiful feeling. It was a joyous feeling, and
bro. I
that
still don't
celebration,
believe
like
it though.
at that point, we're debating whether we should go to Toronto or not. But like, nah, it's too much. Like driving, all that's gonna take forever. Plus, we're tired. We had work and all that stuff, so we didn't go. But to watch the celebration in Toronto, Mississauga, everywhere, it was beautiful. It's the most beautiful thing in the world, and we just knew like we're history. History just happened. We are the champions. Like, we are the NBA champions. It was the most you wanted to. I think everyone cried. Like if you didn't cry, you had like tears and all that stuff. It was insane.
Bro, I was the thing is because I'm like seeing the Raptors win, mind you, that was like the first time since 1993. So Toronto won it for
Yep.
a whole country. like a whole country has not seen a big championship in so long. Like you had three major teams in Toronto, the Jays, Raptors, and the Leafs, and the Raptors were the first team to bring that to Canada and this mind you, like Toronto, the city of Toronto got that W, and that's where Drake. And by the way, Drake dropped 2 tracks that day, and I was hoping it was
Bro,
actually gonna be for
I
the
didn't make any sense.
Raptors.
That didn't age well at all.
That like even though the tracks are good, but I'm just like, come on, bro, like you could have dropped a
We were
track
expecting
instead of
Annoy
like,
Yourself Raptors version. We didn't get that.
bro, it's cheese, bro. Like, come on, fam. This guy talks money in the grave. Like, bro, how about you talking about the freaking Raptors and the chips? Oh, this guy said, I want the chips with the dip. And I remember, like, people kept saying that.
Yeah, it was
Like,
right there. You could have dropped that Raptors track, but it didn't happen. But it is what it is. It's all good. And then obviously, we get to the parade. Did you go to the parade, Osama? It was Monday.
No, Monday. I did not. I was at work.
Yeah.
It was Monday. I was at work, and I remember you had asked me. You were going with a friend of ours, Nick. And bro, let me tell you. You tell them what you experienced.
Oh yeah, so me and Nick, we go to the parade. Beautiful day, 3 million people. I've never seen anything like that in my life before. By the way, I'm fasting this day. It's a Monday, so I'm like, should I fast? I'm like, I'll fast. It's all good. Hot. It was hot.
And it was hot.
And the thing is, the Raptors, the players, the bus was supposed to be in Dundas. No, what is it called? Nathan Phillips Square by 1 p.m. So me and Nick, we got there for 9:30 a.m. And by the time it got packed, because we're in the middle of the square, Nick was so tired, wanted to leave, go eat. I'm like, bro, we cannot lose our spot. Because we lose our spot, we can't come back, right? So I'm like, bro, if anyone comes selling water and all that stuff, we'll buy. Besides that, we can't move. And by the way, as the day went along, if you saw the parade and you saw how slow that bus was going, you knew the Raptors were not going to be here on time. And from Lakeshore all the way to downtown, it took legit 7 hours. So they didn't come until like 4 to 5 p.m. And by that time, people were passing out from hydration, starvation. We were fighting, we're just being impatient. And because we're all squeezed in, 3 million people squeezed in. Like, it's insane. Like, we've never seen it before, right? And when I realized there was no police presence, like there was no cops anywhere, people were just doing whatever they want. People were smoking, and people were smoking weed in front of like kids, grandmas, like elders had to leave. It was so like all these things were happening, right? It was like the tension was building up. And I was like, bro, I look at Nick, I'm like, something is going to happen. I don't know when, but something is going to happen. And Osama, when the team finally arrived, we were all excited. So the team finally arrives. They do like the intro. They bring out Nick Nurse. As soon as they bring out Nick Nurse, you hear this popping sound. You hear, and when you hear that, bro, Armageddon strikes. Armageddon, bro. Apocalypse now. Everyone is running for their lives. When we heard that sound, bro, I thought it was like a terrorist attack. I thought someone was driving a car through the crowd because the way people were moving, because we're in the middle, right? So the middle everyone started running towards the left or the right. So it's as if something is coming towards us. So when I look back, I'm like, oh my God. I'm thinking it's a car. Like something is coming towards us. And I look at Nick. I tell him to grab my hand. I'm like, grab my hand. So he grabs my hand.
I remember. You said he was worried.
Scared. So I told him to grab my hand. Grabs my hand. We zigzag, right? I'm like, zigzag. So we zigzag, get low. And then, after 1 minute, 1 to 2 minutes, everyone's like, yo, what the heck was that? What the heck was that? And they kind of stopped. The nurse also like, okay, I think someone passed out, whatever crap. We're sending ambulance, whatever. And then, because the thing is, throughout the whole day, people were shooting fireworks in the air. So we're like, okay, no worries, it's just fireworks, right? So after 2 minutes, like, oh yeah, it's just fireworks. So everyone decided to come back to where they were. So we all went back to where we were standing. So now we're standing. Osama. Now we're standing like, la, la, la. We're waiting for the players. Less than 1 minute. You just hear those shots. You just hear those shots. When you hear that again, everyone, once again, if you're in Canada, if you're in Toronto, whether you're a diehard Raptors fan or just a new Raptors fan, if you're at the square at that moment, that second time, you're like, bro, this ain't no fireworks. This is a mother effing gunshots. Run! You just knew these were fireworks. These were gunshots. So at that point, Every person turned into a
Oh, I
man dub, and we
remember.
were running for their
Yeah,
lives. So at that point, bro, once again, I'm like, Nick,
bro.
grab
Yeah.
my hand, zigzagging. The city is chaotic. Like, it's chaos in the streets. People are running for their lives. Like, millions of people are running, tripping over each other. Like, as we're running, I remember vividly. I saw a Muslim family. It was like a mom wearing a baya, and she had like 3 kids. They're in the circle. They weren't moving. They're just praying, and they're crying. I'm like, and I looked at them like, run for your lives. Like, don't just stand here. Like, because you don't know where the shots are coming from, right? We just knew the shots were coming from our right. So we ran out towards the left to get out of the square. As we're running, I'm looking at Nick. We're running.
Yeah.
He's like, bro, let's go to the mall, right? So okay, let's go. No worries. We're running towards the mall. As we're running towards the mall, people are running from the mall towards us. Like, bro, don't go towards the mall. Someone's stabbing people. We're like, what the heck? So now we're just confused. Okay, where do we go? So at this point, like, yo, let's just run to Union Station, right? So before we even go to Union Station, everyone's crowded around the person. Bro, we walk up to the person and look down. We see a girl. The girl's passed out. We look right in front of her. Like, I'm literally right in front of her. We all look down. We're like, okay, no worries. And we're thinking she got hit by a truck. There's a big truck right in front of her. So, oh crap, she got hit by a truck. We're gonna get the hell out of here, right? So now we're running towards Union Station. As we're walking, running, bro, no one says anything. I walk and I step in freaking horse crap. I was so pissed because those are my new shoes.
I remember.
And bro, horse crap is freaking huge. Like, it's not dog poo, like just small. Like, it is. You can't wipe this off, bro. Like, it is huge. It's like stepping in some mud.
Yo, I'm sorry. I remember when you told me
was
that.
so
I just
pissed.
couldn't
I'm like,
stop
why
laughing.
didn't anyone say anything? Nick. He's like, bro, I didn't know. I'm like, my bad. I'm like, oh my God. So now we're running. We get to Union Station, and we got so lucky because as we get to Union Station, the city is on lockdown. So subway's locked down, the trains are on lockdown. So everyone's like running around in the Union Station, chaotic, whatever. Bro, that last train, Lakeshore West, going to Oakville, leaving in legit 1 minute. We hopped on that so quick, didn't pay at all. Just hopped on it. When we sat down, I looked at Nick. He looked at me. He gave me a look. And if you know Nick eventually said it. He's like, this is all your fault. And I'm like, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. Because Nick didn't want to go at all. He wanted to go to the parade, but I convinced him, right? And the fact that we stood there for 7 hours, no food or anything. I was still fasting, but he's like, this is all your fault. He just kept blaming me.
Yeah, but like, how would you have even like? The thing is, I remember I was at work that day and I saw your Instagram story. Like, yo, it was like I want to say meters away from the shooting, and I was like, I texted you right away. I'm like, yo, bro, you okay? Because I got scared. I'm like, there's like I had friends who were going there. Like, you're one of my closest friends.
Everyone hit me up. Everyone hit me up.
And I go on the news.
I go on the news.
I'm like, yo, this is actually real. And I remember
Nothing.
you were saying
you just knew it was gonna happen.
There was no
and the thing is, like,
for this.
I have videos of certain stuff happening. Like, even us, like, people took like the fences and were putting over our heads and everything. Like, I have crazy videos, so I knew something's gonna pop off because you just knew it's a matter of time, right? It's only a matter of time before everything happens. Yeah.
So let me ask you a question. Like, obviously, this whole 1 year anniversary Raptors thing is just like, I want to say nostalgic. It's also like, it feels good that we're still champs, especially now because it's like sports haven't, like, the NBA hasn't come back yet. Do you think the Raptors have a good chance this year?
Of course, because right now, once again, because of the coronavirus, there hasn't been any basketball that's been played in 3 months. So every team is new and fresh, and therefore everyone's chemistry and rhythm is off. So whatever team is able to adapt, get their players back in rhythm, and also the chemistry could be at some peak like it was before. You have the best chance of winning a championship. Doesn't matter if you're an 8th seed or a 1st seed, you have the best chance of winning a championship. So that's why if Raptors are able to do that, we could go far. Mm-hmm. Doesn't matter that we don't have Kawhi Leonard. Doesn't matter that we aren't projected to be the top 3 or 4 teams. Like, bro, I think ESPN put us post-COVID teams to come back. They put Raptors at number 8 or number 9. It's like, are you kidding me? We're the NBA champions. How you gonna disrespect us like that, right? But we're used to that. We're used to that.
I'm getting tired of these. Like, I remember. All I'm gonna say from my point is when Stephen A. Smith, what an asshole, bro. He was like, I do never want to see the Raptors win a championship ever again. What the hell's wrong with you, bro? I was like,
Stephen A. kills me. Like, I don't want to come back to Toronto because there was a passport, the cold weather. I don't want to go. I can't do a Stephen A. impression, but like, it's too funny.
That's a good Stephen Stephen A. impression. But
But that
yeah,
was a
it's gonna
beautiful
be exciting
season,
this year to see
incredible, legendary.
how it's gonna
I'm
turn out.
happy that I got to witness that in my lifetime. If we don't win another one, just that moment alone was enough for every Toronto fan, and it was incredible for the
Hopefully
Leafs.
hopefully there are other ones. Believe in Masai, bro. Leafs, listen, man. That's a whole different story. I've been struggling for a lot of years. At least the Raptors, they would enter the playoffs. The first time we entered the playoffs in so long was in 2013, and we lost. And we should have won that game too, but that's a different story, very
But
different
yeah,
game.
but once again, I'd like to thank everyone for
Yeah.
listening to this episode. This is a beautiful time in history, and Canada history is a Canadian heritage moment. I'm happy that I got to witness it, be a part of it, and just like talk about it, right? Because it's gonna last forever. So the fact that I was a part of it, you were a part of it, we're all a part of it. Even Nick's pessimistic ass was a part of it. It was incredible. And once again, thank you to everyone that's been listening to all our episodes. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. We're on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Radio Public, Breaker, all different platforms, Anchor as well. We'll be dropping a new episode every Monday, every Wednesday, every Friday. We'll get better. Quality will definitely grow as time goes along. Me and Osama will grow as individuals, and therefore our perspectives will only be better. So therefore, when you need it, you will grow as well. It's essential items, tools, and nuggets that we want to provide for you guys. At the same time, give us feedback. Let us know whether it's good or bad. It only helps us make sure that we give you guys the best content possible. If not, we're only stagnating and we're stuck. So therefore, we want to grow. So we can't grow without you guys. We need you guys, right? We appreciate everyone. Make sure to follow us
sir.
at Ways 2.0. Once again, at Ways 2.0 on our Instagram page. Make sure to follow Osama at his personal page at Kusa300. Once again, at Kusa300. You can follow myself at Mohammed.global. Once again, at Mohammed.global. Thank you so much. Osama, please give them final words. Please.
Guys, we thank you for listening. We will be, as Mo said, we love doing these podcasts. We're going to be dropping more content. If you guys want a specific guest or you want to be on our talk show, message us. Aside from that, if you don't believe in yourself, the work will not get done.
Can you please repeat that one more time?
Does that make sense? If you don't believe in yourself,
all right, thank you so much, bro.
Without belief, without faith.
All right, peace.
Do it.